Am I fooped? Am I gonna have to do a whole stream like this today? Is that even gonna work? I guess it does, yeah. Okay. Portrait stream. Portrait stream. Portrait stream. Berries and cream. What watch we got on? Stern glass. The old Stern glass. Probably my most wearable watch. And probably my favorite watch, I'd say. This is my first watch. This is the first watch I bought, and I love it. Stern glass, what's it called? Hamburg Argo. Yes, I like it. I guess I'll just hold you guys for a minute. Can I hold you? Can I hold you? I really wish that there was a way for me to... Is there a way? Let's change it in the device settings. Well, what the fuck are the device settings? You know? Because I didn't mean to... I forgot to fucking make this... I forgot to make this, landscape mode like I like. Did you go back and watch Scotty's Rage? I did. Yeah. I saw the Rage. Yeah, I seen it. It was I don't know. I don't know what to say. It was. I don't know what happened. I feel like that a lot though. I feel like maybe I don't pick up on the wavelength sometimes. And sometimes Scotty goes off like a rocket, and I'm just like, what the fuck? What happened? Who said what? Who did what? But hey, you know what, dude? All's well that ends well. That's the way I say. I made him so fucking mad, dude. I mean, he was, yeah, I probably wasn't just you, right? It was probably you and everybody else. Because he was getting it from all sides there for a minute. And Scotty's not the type of dude that's going to back down in that instance. You know, like, I just know Scotty. And he's definitely not about a public pressure kind of guy. The more the public pressure Scotty to change his attitude or position, the more he will fucking get angry and rage and fight back. That's just him. Scotty banned Metal Mechanic. See, I didn't watch the whole thing, so maybe I missed part of it. Hey there, baby doll. Did I wake you up?
No.
Oh, okay. I was trying not to. Man, hold up. I'm gonna do a little bend foo here because I need it to not blow in the wind. Okay. It's got a fin on it. Okay. I don't like this though. Okay. This is okay. No, it isn't. I'm trying this portrait mode thing because I accidentally did it. Excuse me. Things got so heated I was scared of getting banned for saying even the right thing. Lol. Yeah, I mean, if I was like a chat person that didn't want to get banned when shit got heated, I'd just keep my fucking mouth shut.
Damn.
Can't ban me if they don't see me.
Mm-hmm.
But some people gotta chase the dragon. They gotta poke the dragon's tail sometimes. Hey, when did you started these? My dude, what? My fellow Homo sapien, what? My brother in Christ, you said what? Now? How else will people hear my brilliant opinions if not in chat? Oh my god, I know, right? Oh. Got cotton mouth.
After I finish this up, I'll get some
Uh-oh.
coffee going.
Just saying.
Oh, some coffee.
I don't like cotton mouth. Chat box is see-through now. Oh, repeat do. Camera quality looks good. Is it different? It's just my phone turned in portrait mode. I don't know.
Maybe it's a different camera.
This is how they want you to be doing your phone streaming now. This is the default, so whatever. If it works, I guess. Ball, before the CPAP, did you find yourself confused for no apparent reason? Sure, yeah, like brain fog is the symptoms that I would describe. So like, yeah, getting confused, short-term memory pretty bad, mood swings, panic attacks out of fucking nowhere. Yeah, pretty bad. Not liking this new format. Sorry.
I want it to be shorts, clippable.
I guess. I don't know how that works, so. That's exactly what I'm going through. Yeah, you probably should get a sleep study then. You can't self-diagnose. That might be any number of neurological issues, but...
Yeah. I mean, really the only time to self-diagnose is if you, like, were already diagnosed previously and you just fell off the CPAP. You have the option of just getting one.
True.
But, like, if you've never been diagnosed, there could be a whole host of shit that could be going on.
Mm-hmm. Just record yourself before you fall asleep. No. It doesn't work that way, Chief. You gotta go through the fucking hoops. Or you can just buy an apnea machine for yourself, but they're like $800-900 for the whole rig.
That's a lot for a hunch.
Work got so stressful lately, I started smoking again, not looking forward to quitting. Me neither, buddy.
Oh. I felt pretty good with the nicotine gum on the plane, so I'm throwing around the idea of maybe trying just the gum at some point when I feel like some dust is settled and all that shit.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So you can try some gum, bro.
Maybe it's better. Last time I was on it, it was dog shit. That was like 20 years ago, so
yeah. Like, moving it around in my mouth, I felt like I was still getting tingles for like almost an hour out of it.
Why are people so butthurt about Mommy in the last Nuggy stream? Because there was a whole ass misunderstanding. She was trying to see if she could stay on until I was back. And like be a third voice or something. She was trying to make a little like, hey, if you guys...
I want to stay until Paul gets there.
Yeah, I'll show you my feet, but hey, I'll stay until Paul gets there if you want.
Somehow that got read as I'm not doing it unless Paul's there.
And then, well, because my mistake was filtering it through TJ. Because TJ read that and he was like, she don't want to be on here unless Paul's on here. And then Scotty just fucking took that and ran with it. And if I hadn't come back when I did, it would have been a disaster stream.
Yeah.
But, look, I ripped it apart and then I healed it. And that's the best you can do, right? Nah, but they're butthurt for totally separate reasons, calling her a bad mod. Oh, I can tell you what that... She probably banned them. Because they're probably toxic shitbirds on Discord. So, you know, of course there's going to be some, like, hate trolls, like, kind of floating around. If you've got a good mod, they're going to have to fucking chop some heads.
Yeah, there's always people that are like, it was just no reason. I just showed up one day and she's like...
It always is. It's always for no reason. What is Mommy's OnlyFans? I think it's Sephi.
Yeah.
I think it's at SEPPHIE.
Yeah, like however the Sephi is spelled in the link tree, I think is...
That's it.
Yeah.
It's at Sephi, I believe.
And if that's not it, you can always message her on one of her other socials and be like, yo, what is it?
Yeah, she's not hiding it. She's not coy about it. So.
Yeah. You can't find it for whatever reason. Just be like, yo.
Might have to join that OnlyFans. Those are some nice toes. There you go. See, I knew there were some footies out there.
Yeah.
People were like, why did Paul even do this? It was lame. I was like, it wasn't for everybody. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You might have to cough up a little bit more for the toes, though.
You might, yeah.
Do a tipped extra thingy or whatever.
Whoa, Paul doing short lives now? Dope. Yeah, I'm going to just start doing this. Because apparently I'm just like, when I'm doing my lives, I'm like locked behind some kind of old school algorithm or whatever.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is like putting it out in front of people. Like,
I'm saying they want it to be shorts clippable.
so I'm just gonna have to start doing it in fucking portrait mode. Really?
They're pushing shorts hard. What? Everything to be shorts.
I guess so, huh? I feel like my chats don't show. So I have live chat turned on. There's also top chat, which filters out certain chats trying to put the poopies in their place. But oftentimes just normal people. So I would recommend turning on live chat. You relate to Jabba the Hutt? Yeah, he's a big fat guy. He's got a little femboy slave named Salacious Crumb that he keeps around. He likes wine, women, and song. I can be with all of that. Oh look, it's Paul. Oh look, it's nobody. I hope short format videos that loop are a passing trend and not here to stay. Me too, but I kind of feel like they're here to stay. Now it's too late, baby, now it's too late. Try to make it. Something inside is dying, and I can't hide it, I just can't break it. You consider yourself a nerd? Yeah. Yeah, I'm a nerd, for sure. I'm into nerdy things, so I'm a nerd. I play Vidya. I like sci-fi and horror. I'm a nerd. May I ask how your wife responds to the Velma commentary? When she comes back out, I'll ask again when she's inside. I think she's making coffee. She'll be back out, and you can ask her. I don't want to speak her words. Because third parties are not viable. Why? Because nobody votes for them. Why? Why? You like Planet of the Apes? Yes. I'm nerd adjacent. I like nerdy things. I'm slightly socially awkward, but not quite full on. I'm like half normie, half nerd. Respectable. You in Florida? No, I'm in Cali. Killer Cali. West Coast, Best Coast, all that, West Side, etc. I don't even really have to make the argument again, do I? You know, I'm not trying to be mean, but we Cali folks think you Florida folks is pitiful. We look down our noses at you and we say, God damn. Are you voting for Jill Stein? Yeah, I think I am going to vote for Jill Stein. I haven't, like, announced it on the show yet, but I've kind of made my mind up. What's the worst coast? I mean, you know how it works, dude. West Coast, Best Coast. East Coast, Least Coast. It's right there in the fucking rhyme schemes, okay, dude? Bow down when I come to your town. Bow down when I'm westward bound. Bow down, 'cause I ain't a hater like you. Bow down to a neighbor that's greater than you. We do the same to y'all? That's cute. That's real cute. Keep emulating everything California does while hating on California, though. That's the sincerest form of haterism, is when you're simultaneously trying to be what you are hating on. Oh my God, we love it. We love to hear it here in Killicali, you know what I mean? I'll face anyone, bro, on California being the best state. Talk about California like Texans talk about Texas, further showing your point about them being more similar than people think. Oh yeah, I'm from Fresno. Same. I'm in Fresno, dog. I'm in Fresno, dog. That's where I live too, dog. Bulldogs, baby. Fresnans, I know. I'm getting the fuck out of Fresno. That doesn't mean Cali is bad news, okay? It means Fresno kind of sucks ass. You look like you murder it on bass guitar. Unfortunately, the only thing I can slay is pussy, my friend. Never learned to do anything else. It's where you're moving a mystery. Yeah, it's a mystery. It's an undisclosed bunker in an undisclosed location. Made, my point. Never mind, bro. Made. Minute Maid? Just chillin' in Cedar Rapids. I cleaned his point down. another fucking Air Force training run. Starting to get a little spooky. That is an F-16. Yeah, the largest collection of F-16s that the United States has are housed about 100 miles from me in Lemoore. And yeah, they fly over all the time now. Calling in an Eagle. Still can't believe Paul's in his fashion arc. I'm not in my fashion arc because I lost weight and bought a watch. Can't, I'm wearing a Carole King shirt, bro. I'm wearing a $20 Carole King shirt. You can't claim fashion arc on me, okay? I'm losing weight, I'm getting healthy, and I bought some watches. That's fashion? Oh shit. Well, my shirts had holes in the armpits and you couldn't read the shit on them anymore. I had to throw out my shirts and get some new shirts. That's not fashion. Graphic tees are not fashion, my dude. I'm not gonna ban you, Spino. I am just an icon living. Something, 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 known for giving. Whatever that song. Jaden Smith. Don't ban Spino, mod him. He's not getting modded, but I won't ban him. Doctor's orders on some weight loss for you, good. Yeah, I mean, doctors have been ordering me for a long time. I just kind of did it my own self. I just decided to change the way I eat and get more active and all of that, and it's helped a lot. I've lost 40 pounds. Well, no, sorry, close to 40 pounds. Not bad. Damn, I haven't seen this man in a couple of years. Hello. Still here, still doing it, still kicking, still salty. Welcome back. Forget the day you dropped acid and stared at your tree that looked like a giant gorilla. The ape tree, dude. The ape tree. That was not acid though, that was mushrooms, but the point stands. When are you cutting out the cigs? I don't know, man. I'm not holding it over my own head right now. I'm making a lot. I'm like trying to make changes that are lasting, and I don't want to throw 8 different fucking things at myself. So right now I'm locking in my new health regime, right? Doing my exercise, my yoga stuff. I plan on starting to do some walking, at least more often. I'm already doing some walking. I'm focusing on my eating habits. And then once I've got that shit kind of locked in, the cigarettes are next, okay? I can't do it all at once, so I'm not really beating myself up about it. One brick at a time, right? Take up swimming, no pool. I looked up what you told me to do. You never said I'm not allowed to ask a question. I'm not going to talk about it anymore, but you can ban my second account if you're still mad. I don't know what you're talking about, bro. You're going to have to catch me up or whatever, because I have no fucking clue what you just said. I did cigarettes in 2011. Good for you, bud. Around the same time I quit. I quit in 2012, and I didn't start until 2021 or 2022. Yeah, well, I mean, these first few steps have been so easy, they feel really good. You know, like the change in diet has been like a revolutionary thing for me because I don't crave the same level of bad stuff that I did. I'm not really denying myself anything. And like I just feel better a little bit every day. So that's worked a lot. And so it's just one step. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. Favorite Pixar movie? I don't fucking care, man. Pixar just shits out the same fucking cutesy bullshit over and over, and people just like, oh, so relatable. Now whip it out, show us the hog. Nah, man. You gotta join my OnlyFans for that, bro. You don't just get the hog. Oh, thank you, baby doll. Hmm. Oh, that's clean. That's good stuff. Calgon, take me away. Let's see if we can't rustle you up some fucking shade over there.
It's okay. I was in the cloudy.
Okay, that's better. Look, we're getting better though.
Yeah.
Okay, you got a little sun, a little shade.
Yeah. You just got a hot knee now.
That's okay. I'm fine with that. I got a hot knee and a hot arm. I'm cool with that. Maybe it'll melt some of the lunch lady fat off my fucking arms. Can I start losing weight on my fucking lunch lady arms, please? Thank you. Sincerely, Paul Zigo.
You know what you gotta do?
Fucking curls or something, probably.
No, you want to do like the yoga where you have your whole body weight on. I think that's what you want on. Gotta start doing some yoga shit.
One arm in the sun, that's enough sun for one day? No, dude. No. I come out here and I do my sun salute every morning, man. I've been bathing in the sun today. That's why my color is better, okay? Because I'm actually getting sun on my face at least 3 or 4 times a day, okay? Okay?
At least you're not as bad as my mom. My mom got sunburned just doing that one like couple-hour tour the other day.
Yeah, I'm not super. I mean, I do get, when I burn bad, but I don't burn as quick as some people do.
Yeah.
I will tan. I've got the capacity to tan it up a little bit. You just need the Trump spray tan. Yeah, that would be a hot look, wouldn't it? Somebody had a question for you.
Yeah.
And I said I didn't want to answer for you. They said, and I'm paraphrasing, but I think this is the essence of it. How does your wife feel about the Velma segment where you rate people's Velma cosplays on a sexiness scale and shit?
Well, I'm also into the Velma. So.
She's also a Velma appreciator. There you go.
Yeah.
She thinks they're hot too.
A titty appreciator in general. I don't know if we have exactly the same tastes, but
I don't know if we do either. But yeah, you're an appreciator. I think they were like kind of implying like, does it make you jealous to have me critiquing another woman's body?
No, it's not like when you started doing that, it's like, oh no, I've got to cut my hair and get a Velma outfit.
Oh my god.
No.
No, you really need to do that. No, I'm kidding. It's just goofy. I think people have I think there's a lot of insecurity in a lot of people's relationships and stuff. You know, I don't know. Me saying that a Velma looks hot is not me saying I want to cheat on my wife or I'm going to, or that.
Yeah,
you know.
and also they're forgetting the dynamic of you being a performer too. There's things you say on the show that I know you wouldn't say in our casual conversation.
Right.
not like that you're lying, but you hyperbolize a little bit, and you get heated in the moment and all that fun stuff.
Mm-hmm. Do curls. Okay, I'll do curls.
No, I think the fucking Rising Cobra shit is what would really do
The
it.
Rising Cobra, huh?
Yeah, where like it's almost like a push-up position, but you just like slowly rise up with it.
Is Amelia bi as well? Is she open to disclose that?
Yes, I'm also bi.
There you go.
But we're not threesome hunting.
Mm-mm.
That's not what bi means. Bi doesn't mean you get a threesome with someone.
Yeah, and bi doesn't mean you fuck around on your significant other either.
Yeah. I think we're both kind of the same kind of bi too, where like we acknowledge the interest.
We have a broad spectrum of interest in the opposite sex and a
Yeah.
narrow interest in the same sex.
No, I just mean like that we're both interested in the same sex, but we both haven't like deep dived into it with a whole relationship, and we're not like craving it like.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I feel like also our tastes in men are so radically opposite. I don't think it would work.
Yeah, it couldn't work. We could probably, if we were inclined, find a chick that we would both be into. But I think finding a dude we would both be into
it wouldn't work.
Yeah, and I'm not interested in a chick entering into it anyway.
Yeah.
Just one of those things. Yeah, there's a lot of like, I think like kind of like bigoted assumptions about bi people, that we're all like super promiscuous, that we don't, we can't be monogamous, that
we feel deprived.
Right, that there always has to be like a third wheel or whatever, or else we're deprived. And it just really isn't that way. Are you attracted to trans women? Yes. I'm attracted to anybody I'm attracted to, so I guess that would make me poly. Pan.
Yeah, poly is like if you want.
But I didn't grow up with that terminology, and I don't like the labels anyway. And
well, because then it implies that people who are bi aren't into trans people, and that's not what it means either. So
I just don't like it.
It feels like it was an unnecessary distinction that I don't know.
I am from Yemen. I'm sorry, my dude. Are you okay? I heard that things are a little rough over there right now. You say the same about us gays too, that we all sleep around. That's news to me. Yeah, I know. There's just a lot of like assumption about people that don't conform to like heteronormative sexual interest. They think that means that we're all just like crazy sex maniacs. When the truth of the matter is, I think it's the repressed people that are trying their hardest to be straight.
They're projecting.
And not only that, I think a lot of times it's those types of people that end up doing the fucking atrocities and being crazy, cheaters and, but they want to load all of that up on the LGBTQ community.
Yeah, I guess like it'd be like if you like, let's say, chicken and steak, but like you had this giant meal of like one, you're not gonna be like, you know what, I'm just never gonna be satisfied unless I also have the other one in this meal.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're already full with your current relationship, you're not.
You now Yemen. I can't come to Yemen, my dude. I'm sorry I can't help you, but I'm sorry for what's going on in your country. If I had my way, my country wouldn't be doing to your country what we're doing. But I can't go to Yemen if that's what you're asking. I don't know what you mean by you now Yemen. But I support the Yemeni people's right to be free and not be bombed. He means Oh. Maybe, but I still don't know what to say to him. I think there's a communication barrier. Paul, come to Gaza and do a news report for DFF. No thanks, bro.
They wouldn't let him in anyway.
Yeah, they're not gonna let my fat ass in there. And if they did, I'd be fucking blown to bits. So look at the target size alone, you know? I'd be just like practice fodder for an Israeli sniper or something. Look at that fat white one. Get that one. Paul, I knew you were bi since the DP days. I wasn't exactly super coy about it, so that doesn't make you some kind of wizard. I used to, like, openly, jokingly lust after fucking, what's his name all the time, right?
He's been reduced to what's his name now?
He's gotten old, and I'm not attracted to him no more, so he's
Yeah.
what's his name now. Just don't dress like a journalist or a medical worker.
But then everyone else is also a target, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, lewd jaw, dude, yeah. Philly the Bridge, yeah. Well, surely you're not implying the IDF murder civilians. No, I would never imply such a thing. Why would I imply that? What happened to ideology? This is it. Oh, the channel, it got banned for hate speech. Have you seen the hate speech flowing out of me today? That's what got it banned. My support for LGBTQ people, my compassion for people across the world getting bombed into dust by Capitol got me banned.
Yeah. I think it was, like, mass flagging by who, I don't know, but mass flagging, because, like, the first domino was, like, a video from, like, 3 years prior or something that had gotten striked or some shit.
Yeah.
So, like, it was, like, some mass flagging thing that someone started. And they tricked the algorithm into giving you 3 strikes.
Paul is a rich phobic and was spouting off hate speech about the financially abled. True. I have a fucking built-in anti-rich boy bias, bro, and I'm not interested in getting over it either. Mm-hmm. I think it served me well. I stay away from those fucks. I just subscribed to this channel. I'm glad to see this after your original got tanked. Cool. Well, welcome back.
Yeah, you gotta, like, maybe go back into, like, the tags of this channel and make sure ideology is, like, a tag in it. So
Maybe.
It's searchable.
I don't know, man. This is always so casual for me. I just don't want to fuck around with it. I don't like doing any of that shit, so fuck it. Catch me if you catch me. I don't like this algorithm game I have to play with every other property. I don't want to do it on this one. I like to say what I say, and if it gets fucking banned, find me again somewhere else. I really don't give a fuck anymore. A moment that further radicalized me as my regional manager drove the dealership in a 600K RV so we would work on and then laid off Ford people. Yeah, that's how they do. This stream came up on my algorithm pretty quickly. Yeah, I think I'm going to start doing them like this because there's functionally no difference for me. I can prop my phone up just like this and it works okay. So I guess I'll just start doing these. YouTube is really pushing that. So that's my algorithm game. I'll try this for a few weeks and see if it helps people find me. Mm-hmm. TJ was rich for maybe 13 years of his life, bruh. I know. And then he was dirt poor.
Yeah, and he didn't, like, decide to be rich. He was just born into it.
There's a difference, and that's the thing. Like, Foch didn't decide to be rich. He was born into it, but he never had a period of his life where he wasn't rich. TJ and Scotty lost it all. They were destitute. I saw the building that they rented for their first little office when they first started getting a little money on YouTube, and it's fucking, like, dilapidated shack across the street from a McDonald's. So TJ and Scotty, they're attitudes and their political positions have been tempered by need. And I feel that when a person has not had that experience, oftentimes they drift further and further and further from the proletariat and towards the bourgeoisie. And at a certain point, you really have to make a fucking hard argument that they're not already bourgeois.
Because they didn't have daddy after a certain point to like, hey, you know, I want to live here, give me my rent or whatever.
Right. And, you know, there's a dude that was arguing with me. He was like, Paul, you fucking always say Vosh is just a rich boy, but he was almost homeless several times in college. He just doesn't talk about it. I was like, he doesn't talk about it, then how do you know?
Yeah.
Number one. And number two, why wouldn't he bring that up?
Yeah.
Dude, I know what poor is. I was almost homeless. It's because he never was.
It was like,
you can't be almost.
Oh, you know, Dad, I didn't budget right. Can you send me a few $100?
Here's almost homeless. Mom and Dad are paying $200,000 a semester to send me to one of the finest universities in California, Cal Poly. Mm-hmm. Live in the expensive-ass town that is San Luis Obispo. And I'm somehow almost homeless. Don't buy it. You pick one. Pick one. Either you graduated from Cal Poly or you were almost homeless. Pick one. You don't get both. You don't get to say, I lived in Beverly Hills, and then say I lived in the bad part. There is no bad part. Pick one. See? I don't like rich boys. I don't like rich boys who put on the aesthetic of the working class to funnel the proletariat towards the bourgeois interest. That is not my game. And people that play that game, la guillotina.
I feel like the guillotine's passe now. We should change it to the Garrett.
The Garrett?
Yeah.
Well, the Garrett is like coming up behind somebody with piano wire.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, it's, you know, it's, everyone said guillotine, and it's getting old, man. Gotta change it up.
Spice up our revolutionary language.
Garrett. And then, if they say, like, oh, you're saying shit, it's like, no, I'm talking about my bro Garrett.
Yeah. Yeah, Lou Gehrig's disease. Bosch grew up in the mean streets of Beverly. I know, dude, I know. I did a stream the other day, like, what, a couple months, I think it was a couple weeks ago, where it was on my desktop, and we drove around Beverly Hills on Google Earth trying to find the hood. We never did find it. We found a lot of Prada outlets, though. Found 2 or 3 of those. Never did find that hood, though. There were people hella making like excuses for him saying, I'm rich, I'll leave. They were saying like, they were just using that as an example. It's like, no. He was telling you what he's going to do. He said it not once but twice very explicitly. I'm out of here. I'm rich.
He's going to find some European country or fucking Australia or some shit.
Haven.
Yeah.
Some haven from the worst of it so he can ride it out. And he's going to leave you all here with your vote blue no matter who fucking I voted stickers on you. And you're going to be living in the Fallout apocalypse wondering where everything went wrong. You look like somebody I used to know. Dun, 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 dun. Now and then I think of when we were together. And you would make me so happy I could cry.
What's your favorite pop music era? Like, where, like, the top 40 hits?
80s.
80s, yeah.
80s. It's unbeatable. The pop music just fucking in the 80s is so diverse and so fun and so colorful and so high energy. I want to dance with somebody. Nobody's doing songs like that anymore.
Yeah.
That are like both wholesome and hype.
Yeah.
Not all of them were wholesome, but
yeah.
there was just a lot of it. So yeah, the 80s easily is when pop kind of like took wing.
You've called like the 2000 stuff like shoegaze.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that was the actual term for
Yeah.
some of the music that came out in the
Yeah.
2000s, some of the underground rock was shoegaze, because the people were so like they'd go to a concert and they'd just look at their shoes and bob their head. Hey, it's Paul. Thank you, YouTube algorithm. You finally did your job. I know, I finally did a fucking portrait stream. I'm gonna need a joint after this, I think, to round everything off and smooth out the edges.
Yeah. You gotta do a portrait onion nuggets now.
A portrait? Oh, yeah.
Portrait stream onion nuggets.
I don't know, man. It's actually kind of crazy. There's a lot of people in here, and it's a lot of people saying, like, oh, shit, I haven't seen you in years, so maybe we should.
Yeah.
How much weed do you smoke? I don't know. I honestly don't know. I will tell you that I go through about an ounce worth of weed in 2 weeks or less.
I feel like with you getting the pre-rolls, it's like a half an ounce. No?
4 of those packs is an ounce of weed.
Okay.
And I go through 4 of those packs a little under 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of weed, man. That's a fuck ton of weed. I smoke a lot of weed. What is your favorite decade of metal? I don't really like metal all that much. I mean, I guess 2000s metal. I liked Slipknot a lot. Like Slipknot would probably, if you try to pin me down, be my favorite metal act. Or Clutch, maybe. I was into like weird metal, not like mainstream metal, and I definitely don't like arguing with people about metal. I don't listen to it a lot. I listen to a lot of hip hop. Favorite decade of rap? Once again, I gotta go with the 80s. That's just what, but that's my home base. I love listening to modern rap, and I don't listen to as much 80s rap, but my home base is 80s. I love the Fat Boys, Dana Dane, MC Ricky D, Dougie Fresh.
The Gangsta Flute, when's that gonna come back?
Oh, the Gangsta Flute is already back.
Yeah.
Yep. Lil Yachty has a Gangsta Flute song. Now everyone will start shouting out bands. I know. Every time music, it's so tedious, but you know, whatever.
And you should do like a public Paul playlist, so people are like, if you want to know what I listen to, here it be.
Yeah. What modern rap? I'm a huge Playboi Carti fan. I was listening to him on the way to pick you up. I just like put on the Playboi Carti mix from Spotify and just let it run, and I just keep discovering more songs that I like by him that way. I don't know, like as far as other modern rappers that I like a lot, I like T Grizzly, I like Kodak Black, I like some of the like SoundCloud era rapper guys. Some of them are dead now. XXX and Lil Peep. I like Ski Mask, the Slump God. I like Post a lot. I listen to a lot of Posty. So that's, you know, I could probably keep going, but that's like the modern stuff that I'm into right now. Glorilla, yeah, I've been listening to a little bit of Glorilla just on the rap mix, and she's pretty good. Heard you're a big fan of Cardi B. Not a big fan. I do like some of her songs. I think like in general right now, what I kind of like is like the female solo representation that's going on in like music.
Yeah, like the hip hop R&B kind of umbrella.
Yeah, it's like it reminds me of the 90s when there were just a ton of these like female led alt rock acts that made a lot of great songs, you know, and that kind of went away for a while, and now it's back, which is cool.
We got a lot of them in that Bodies playlist. We do recommend that to y'all if you want a movie. Bodies.
Yep. Got a couple artists on it worth checking out. You like that Cobra a lot,
Yeah.
and she's growing on me. I like Charlie XCX. I like Slater. I like that chick Alice Longview Gao, who does that 100 Boyfriends
Yeah.
song. They're all making really good like pop music right now, and they're doing like solo female stuff, and it's not all like they're sexual. There's sexuality in it, but it's not like they're having to drop their ass on a car and booty
Yeah.
dance all the time. They're kind of owning it,
Yeah.
owning their sexuality in a positive
Well,
way.
like Cobra comes from like the European BDSM scene.
Yeah. Do you like Billie Eilish? The only Billie Eilish song that I know is "You Can See Me in a Crown," and that song is kind of dope, but I don't like it much of the other stuff I've heard. I'm not a big Billie Eilish fan. Nah, she sucks. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I have no feelings on her other than that one song being a banger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That's right. I was supposed to go get a joint. I'm gonna go do that instead of smoking a whole nother cigarette. I'll
Yeah.
come back to that. You can see me in a crown, about to tear the whole thing down. One thing I'm now, I'm by. The silence of Amelia. They want you to just take over when I have to
Well,
go
I don't
inside.
like looking at the chat because then I want to do stuff to the chat like moderating, and he told me I never have to do that.
You never
I'm in
do.
the mood, so I prefer to just have you filter the chat to me.
Smart. Amelia just said, I don't like looking at the chat because it makes me want to do things to them. Makes me want to do things to them too, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. That's why they've been flushed 3 times in their history, okay? And they've probably got one coming. What strain are you smoking? I don't know.
It's just
IDK.
a big fatty.
It's a big fatty though. It's fucking good. I know the name of it. It's on the baggie, but I don't remember. I can't keep up with the fucking double bubble peach fucking 70s Furburger Necromancer West Africa Kush Whoopi Goldberg special. I can't do it. It's weed. It's good weed. It's gonna get me good and high, and that's what it is. It's a big fatty. It's a gram and a half. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, that's what we're smoking on that pack. Gorilla Jizz number 9. Yeah. I smoke a lot of weed, man. As you kids say, no cap. Okay? No cap. I be smoking. Oh, God, that's fucking good. Tastes like Fruity Pebbles on your tongue.
Yeah.
And I asked Zeke about it. I was like, Zeke, what are they curing these wrappers with? And he was like, nothing. I was like, really? He goes, that's the weed, man. How is that possible that it's sweet on your tongue? Like sugar sweet. Could it be more enjoyable? Is my question. Zeke Z. Shh.
Yeah, you just don't like the wax dipped ones as much anymore.
No, I don't do that. I don't fuck with you kids with the, oh, let's take a joint of some dank weed and then let's roll that whole shit in wax and then dust it with keef. You kids are fucking crazy. Bro, I bow down. Okay? I can't hang with those. Those fuck me up. I'm an old school guy. I'm an old guy. I grew up just ripping big J's. That's what I do still. I like good flour, but not like top shelf because I'm not trying to pay $300 an ounce. And that's that, you know. Like I can't keep up with some of you kids with the vapes. The vapes don't hit me right no more. They used to when they first came out. But now you kids have fucking like pushed them to make these vapes like they'll blow your fucking head off. Too harsh, so I can't do that no more. You smoke bongs? I like having a bong, but I don't like cleaning a bong. So I prefer a joint because when I'm done with this, I just stub it out and throw it away. Paul, man or bear? Man.
Oh, it's a meme.
I know. It's the most women would rather meet a bear, even though the bear is way more likely to fucking kill them.
Yeah.
They've got a chance against the man. They've got no chance against the bear.
Yeah.
I choose the man, but I get the point of the meme. Women don't like find men to be very dangerous, and for the most part, they're right. It's like you just traveled on your own, and what did I tell you before you left?
Not to go out on my own.
Keep your head on a fucking swivel.
Yeah.
And I hate that I had to say that to you, but it's the truth. A woman traveling unaccompanied is still in a danger spot that she isn't in if there's a man around. I don't like that that's the truth, but it is.
Yeah, that was good. You know, like...
Yeah, men are statistically more dangerous and physically more dangerous, right? So this makes sense. I get it. Right, the man is statistically more dangerous because there's more of them. You're not living in a society of bears. But in that statistical improbability where you get to choose between fighting a bear in the woods and a man, you should choose the man because you have a chance against that. You could get one over on a man. That bear is going to rip you apart. The bear's like 3 men with daggers for teeth. You don't have a choice against that.
And it's not rational.
It's not rational, but it is. I understand the point of it. Women are fucking frightened of men, and they should be. They should be. Paul, what's your take on the whole indica and sativa being bullshit? They're saying this at this point. There's no... Well, here's what's happened, right? Indica and sativa has been blended so much that now it is kind of bullshit. There's so very few mother strains of pure indica or pure sativa that haven't been crossbred genetically that it's becoming rarer and rarer to find pure indicas and pure sativas. So that's what I agree with. Now, I don't agree with people saying there's no difference between them. There is a very stark and noticeable difference between them. I'm a weed smoker of fucking many, many years. They affect you differently. I've been smoking weed since I was 16. Well, since earlier, honestly, since I was 13. I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 16. I've been around a long time. So it's not theory. Yeah. Indica and sativa produce a different type of high. There's a different kind of balance to them. And that's just all there is to it.
But yeah, it's just not as stark if you just ask for a sativa and they give you like a semi-hybrid or whatever. Like the edibles, you can tell a huge difference, like between the hybrid tabs and the indica tabs.
Yep. There's just a difference. What if 100 THC doesn't feel very strong? Then take 200. Or take a tolerance break. I don't know. I'm not your weed guru, man. I just know stuff about how I like to smoke weed, okay?
You've taken many a tolerance break. It just doesn't last very long with you. takes you like a month to get back on the
I mean,
bandwagon.
I took a long one not that long ago. It was a couple of years where I barely smoked. And
but it only took you like a month of concentrated effort to start back where you were.
Were you Boogie Shaman? No, if I was Boogie Shaman, I would have straightened his fucking ass out. Boogie doesn't want a shaman like me, okay? A different kind of shaman. I'm a tough love shaman, okay? Boogie doesn't want to get better. Boogie wants somebody to pet him on the head and tell him it's okay to be fucked up forever. That's not me, bro. Here, take these mushrooms. It's okay to be fucked up forever. Okay, yeah. Is it okay to be fucked up forever? Yes. But is it okay for you to use that as an excuse for poor behavior? No. Weed is hella addictive. I quit cigs and can't quit weed. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think weed does not have the physical addictive properties that other addictive substances do, but weed is psychologically addictive and habit forming. So I would say, like, on the same level as like tea. You know, people that don't drink a lot of caffeine, but they love having that 2 cups of tea a day.
Yeah, like coffee is physically addictive. You get like
I think it's a little
headaches.
more physically addictive than weed.
Yeah.
Weed, the physical addiction part of weed is very low.
Yeah.
The psychological addiction to being able to like get high all the time is very high. So that's what makes it addictive, right? So I hate it when people say that weed is totally harmless, weed isn't addictive. It is, and it's not. But
you're just not gonna go through the shakes and shit.
No, and weed is way less harmful than other types of drugs that accomplish similar analgesic effects. It's like I smoke a lot for pain. I could do this, or I could do fucking heroin, or be buying pills on the black market, right?
Or just getting blackout drunk every day.
Or getting drunk every goddamn day, right? Yeah. This is clearly the better choice. I don't mean to make a lesser of two evils argument for you, with you, but it is, right? Yeah. Right. I didn't say that weed wasn't completely completely free of physical addictive properties, right? But I said that it is less physically addictive and more psychologically addictive than other drugs, and I stand by that.
I think the main withdrawal you got was just constipation last time.
Constipation?
That was like your withdrawal from the weed.
Oh,
was
yeah.
Constipation.
Couldn't shit no more. Poor Paul.
Yeah, so if you're gonna take a tea break, make sure you get some fiber.
That's not a problem for me anymore. I got a healthy poo cycle going now. I eat a lot of fiber, so makes sense. Big Lebowski, what's good? You're the second dude this week to call me that. The guy at the weed shop, the security guard out front was like, "Hey man, you should be wearing cargo shorts," and I was like, maybe I should. And he was like, "You look like the dude. Do you know who that is, man?" I was like, "Yeah, Big Lebowski." He's like, "Yeah, you're good to go." I was like, "Thanks." Thanks, homie.
I don't know. Do you think that's like one of the chillest jobs you could possibly have as a security dude, as the weed security dude?
Probably, yeah. Or just working in one of those weed shops.
Yeah.
It looks like a chill ass fucking job. You like Coke? I like Coca-Cola. Cocaine? No. Have I tried it? Yes. We're gonna do the what drug you done segment. Let's get it done quick. I will list my drugs. I've done acid. I've done mushrooms. I've done ketamine. I've done cocaine. I've done marijuana. I've done alcohol, and that's pretty much covers the bases. I tried meth one time. There you go. That's my drug history.
No more.
Now you don't have to ask. Which ones you like, though? Drinking and weed, and drinking less as I got older, and weed more as I got older. I would say, as a teenager, and usually just an availability and money issue, we were probably like 80% drunk, 20% weed.
Yeah.
Now I think I'm more like 95% weed, 5% every
Yeah.
once in a while I have a beer with dinner.
Yeah. Like, I could probably drink you under the table at this point.
Easy. Well, when Zeke came over, I hadn't had a guy friend over in a while. I got a 6-pack of Coronas. We killed it. By the end of it, I was embarrassed. You know, I wasn't like,
Yeah.
but I was like,
But, like,
ooh.
3 beers wouldn't have done that to you, like, 20 years ago.
Meth story or we riot? Okay. It's really not that interesting. There was a chick I was friends with in high school. Really cool chick. We fooled around one time at a party, and then the next day, we were like, we called each other, and we were like, eh. Okay, so she provided the meth. The one time I tried it. And I did not like it. I was awake for fucking 18 hours or some shit, and it was just a panic attack. So amphetamines are not my jam.
Or stimulants in general.
Stimulants, I mean, I could do coffee. Mild stimulants, I'm okay with. Heavy stimulants, nah, not really though. So cocaine, kind of feel the same way. I felt like an asshole on cocaine, which you are. If you've ever been around people on coke, it's just like the most solipsistic drug because they'll talk at you and not to you. And it's also a pretty heavy stimulant, so not my jam. I did cocaine a couple times in my 20s. My heaviest use has been marijuana, alcohol, and psychedelics, particularly acid and mushrooms. I did experiment with Special K for a little while. Took that a couple of times in my 20s. Not really my jam either, but way more interesting than meth. Coke is the best shit in the world. That's kind of the problem with it, isn't it?
I think ketamine was what that fucking weird dolphin scientist was loading himself up on. The one that thought we could talk to dolphins and they could, like, be.
Well, ketamine is like a lockdown hallucinogen. It'll put you in another world at a high dose.
You would do, like, isolation tank ketamine trips.
Yeah. You hear some shit and see some shit, you do that.
And that's how we believe dolphins could go to the UN.
Yeah. Never tried Ket. Is it like DMT? Never tried DMT, so I can't help you with that.
Yeah. That wasn't one of the list. The list has been
the
given.
The list is comprehensive, guys. If you're scared you'll have a bad trip, you will. No, that's not true either. I don't like giving absolutes. Only a Sith deals in absolutes, and a Sith cannot properly trip. Okay? There's no absolutes in tripping. You cannot promise anybody any fucking thing when it comes to a trip, other than you'll be okay at the end. Mm-hmm. And I'll take care of you. But you have to mean it. Other than that, you can't make any promises. You will see this. You will experience that. You will feel this way. You will have a good time. You will have a bad time. I can't tell you any of that.
Yeah, like my trip wasn't anything like what you described what your trips are like.
I had a very visual, hallucinatory, kind of like mild hallucinatory trip, and you had a very introspective, talkative, self-examining trip.
And texture.
Yeah, you had a very textural trip. And I had a very visual trip and a very emotional trip. And we met in the middle and we tripped together. It was great. But I wasn't able to tell you what it was like till you were on it, right?
Yeah.
None of my attempts to explain it quite were right? That's how it is. Anybody tells you, here's how mushrooms feels, is fucking lying. Or they're just kind of like, what does a textural trip means? Well, we were on the beach, so you explain it. You had the trip.
Yeah, like, I was just really interested in, like, playing with the sand and, like, digging up shells out of the sand and shit.
Arranging them.
Yeah, there was,
piles.
Like, some, like, sticks that I wanted to, like, break into little pieces.
Mm-hmm. And all of this while really focusing a lot on yourself.
Yeah.
Which was interesting. And I was kind of on my back looking up at the moon and the clouds going over and just
and the
really,
ocean.
and the ocean coming in, slipping and sliding all over everything like glass. And I was just, that was my trip, right? Sounds fun as fuck. I mean, I won't speak for Amelia. How was it?
It was pretty good.
Like, how was the whole experience, though? Not just the mushrooms, but like going down on the beach together,
Yeah,
the venue.
It was cool. Yeah, I just like I wouldn't call it life changing, but you
No.
started me on like a safe introductory dose
Right.
to make sure I didn't get overwhelmed.
I just didn't want to scare you off of it by fucking putting a heavy ass dose on you.
Yeah.
Next time, you're free to take whatever you're comfortable with up to a certain point. I'm not going to let you blow your head off, but you can match me next time, and we'll trip together. We'll sizzle it up. Paul, DM your Addy? No. That's so fucking weird, bro. No. Mushrooms are so fucking sedating to me. I find myself listening to an audiobook in bed. Acid makes me act insane. I once took 7 tabs. Well, that's why you acted insane. That's a huge dose. I've never once in my life dropped 7 tabs of acid. Okay? I'll be honest with you guys. I'm not a fucking psychonaut when it comes to psychedelics. I'm not looking to push my trip to the limits. I'm looking to have a pleasant fucking time. Okay, so I'll take 3 hits of California Sunshine if I'm doing acid, and that's a fucking heavy head trip. I'll do like, I don't even measure my mushrooms, so I don't know, a couple grams of mushrooms, 3 or 4 caps and stems. I'll be on Pluto. That's all I need. 7 tabs is like asking for a fucking nightmare.
I don't even think acid dealers would do that, typically.
I do 2 to 3 tabs. That's fucking up. That's a chill ass trip. 3 tabs is a little edgy, and I've never gone over that, so I can't fucking tell you. I've never explored beyond that dose, but I would not. I've known people that'll put a whole ass fucking sheet, like 6 tab sheet.
But everyone's brain's a little different, so that's why you can't promise anything with it.
Yeah. I want to have a more intense psychological or psychedelic experience, but I want to do it under the guidance of one of these like shamanic organizations that like looks at it from a mental health standpoint and has people there to guide you through as you're crying and weeping and all that shit. Because I've heard at the end of that fucking fight is a lot of calm and peace and new perspective. And hey, if it doesn't work, fucking millions and millions and millions of people have tripped MDMA. Or not MDMA, DMT. I won't be the first and I won't be the last. I'll be fine. And hey, if it really works for me, maybe it's something I go do once a year or something. And if it doesn't, now I know, you know. DMT used to be easy to make. Yeah, I mean, I think it probably still is, honestly, if you live near or know the right plants to grow and you live in an environment that'll support them or you have a greenhouse. There's a lot of South American plants that produce scopolamine, which is a high-end derivative of MDMA. It's a cousin of it that like is fucking crazy, like makes you lose your memory and shit. You prefer weed or hash weed? Scopolamine is not related to MDMA and it's very dangerous. Oh, okay. Well, I don't want to give bad info. I thought they were related, but you know, like the plant derivative of scopolamine and the plant derivative of MDMA are both attainable. Paul, you look stoned. What do you think that might be due to? Got any fucking theories? Would you ever take salvia? Fuck no. Have you ever seen that video of that dude that fucking takes a big salvia bong rip and then jumps out his own window? Fuck no, I'm not doing that. Nope. No self-respecting stoner did salvia. Salvia, they stocked that shit in head shops when I was a kid. And, you know, it was just like, thanks, but no thanks. They were like, oh, hey, if you can't get weed, take this ride, you know? And it's like, fuck that, bro. We got real weed. No, thank you. We knew better. So none of my friends tripped fucking salvia. We had actual weed. Salvia is not THC. It's fucking a whole different drug, and it's a super lockdown trip. All you have to do is take one little fucking puff of it, and it sends you to the moon. But it's a real short acting. So it's like it'll send you to the moon, but only for like 15 minutes, and then you come out of it. But dude, you can look it up. Like salvia happens, your whole body feels like it's crawling with shit. Your vision goes dark, and suddenly you're in a universe of monsters. A dude just like starts screaming at his own body, and then runs and jumps out the fucking window. It's like, nah, I'm not gonna do that.
Give my mom a call real quick.
Mm-hmm. I love you, baby. I love you. Would you mind throwing on another pot of coffee?
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah. Thank you. I need a second cup today. I'm bedraggled. Yeah, I don't do it, so I can't really talk to Salvia. There's a little spider bro on the phone. That's cute. Now he's on the pole. Okay. Never tried it, but it doesn't look the funnest. Yeah, not my thing. I'm not a real, like, look, dude, I've tried the drugs that I was interested in trying in my life. I don't really have a lot of curiosity. If you love her so much, why don't you marry her? Wait. I know, right? Yeah, I've heard salvia makes you feel like you're getting sucked through the ground. I don't know, dude. The topic is salvia, and I don't know anything about it. It's just people going like, I trip salvia, bro. We're getting like the one sentence trip report, and it's pretty boring. I became vegetarian. Oh my god. Okay, enough salvia trip reports, guys. Enough. 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 We're moving on from salvia. We've fallen down the goddamn salvia pit, and I'm gonna dig us out, okay? I'm not gonna sit and just read your fucking shitty trip reports all week, okay? I've never done salvia. I got nothing to say about it. Other than fuck that, I'm not doing it. What horror movies do you like? I like the Hellraiser franchise. I like a lot of the 80s franchise horror movies. I like schlock horror. I like suspense horror. I like every horror. Name a horror movie, I probably like it. Let's move on to gaming. How excited are you? I'm not excited, but I will be playing it. For Dune Awakening is what you're saying? That MMO? I will try it, but I'm not like, I don't get that way for video games anymore, guys. That I stopped that in my 30s. That like, oh my god, dude, it's coming out. There's a game that's coming out, guys. I just stopped caring. GTA 6, I will play it when it comes out. But I'm not stoked for it. Now we've moved on from the salvia fucking hole. Now we're in the video game hole. See, this is the problem. I have to train you guys better, man. When you bring up video games and then it just becomes like, because you know this whole show's chat reliant. And so when you go like, hey Paul, what video game you play, and I mention a game, instead of talking about that game, which I clearly know something about, people just start listing off their favorite game. And the chat just becomes unusable for like 20 minutes. What game you played? And then as soon as you answer, instead of like following that up, help the streamer out, you know, you go, I like Metal Gear. Oh, I like Sonic the Hedgehog. And it's just like, a lot of soldiers falling in the war today, dude. A lot of message being held for reviews and a lot of bands flying around. Hey, I love to see it. I love to see it. How about them Raiders? I still love me some Raiders. I always will. I think they get it after years of you saying it. No, it's the same thing every fucking show, dude. I literally, if I was not a talented streamer, every show would be Do you like Sonic the Hedgehog? Yeah, I like Sonic. I like Sonic the Hedgehog a lot. Me too. I played the first Sonic. Me too. I played the second Sonic, but not the first one because the second one's better. Me too. That's the chat for like 20 minutes. That would be my show. Like the chat is a nightmare zone sometimes, dude. I sometimes I'll get all hopeful. I'm like doing a rant on this, you know, and I'll be like, yeah, that was good. I reached people, and I look at the chat and it's like, I like Sonic the Hedgehog. When you gonna talk about Brett Keane, Paul Dago? And I'm just like, uh-oh. 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 I think we're in trouble. Maybe instead of blaming the chat, look inward. Okay. No, inward blames the chat too. What's next, idiot? What's next, zero PFP troll jobber? You got anything else, or can I just ban this alt and wait for the next one? Now you wanted my attention, now you got it. What else you got? Give it to me. Now you got my attention, right? That's what you were vying for. Give it to me. What do you got? What do you got? Why are you typing so slow? What age are you? I'm 44. I did shrooms and salvia. Cool. Good for you, buddy. What do you got? You tempted the eye of Sauron, and it is now upon you. What say you? Speak now or forever hold this alt's peace, because I'm about to ban you. 10, 9, 8, 7. You're on your way to become a lol cow. Keep dreaming, bitch. You're closer to a lol cow than I am. You're a dude that can't spell Y-O-U because you're a Zoomer that never learned to spell, so you can't spell U-R, and you use the letters like you're some leet speak dude from the 90s, bro. You're closer to a lol cow than I am. Anything else? You are a lol cow. Oh my god, dude. I'm gonna lose sleep. Anything else? Took you a long time to type that, too. It was like less than a sentence of gibberish, and it took you like 15 minutes to type that. Are you okay, dude? Knock on the helmet they make you wear on the bus and make sure everything's tight and your straps are tight. What else you got? I'm gonna guess nothing. Lol, I'm watching you rage. This is what rage looks like to you, my dude? I hope you never meet the fucking business end of a gorilla or something. So me sitting here smoking a doink and fucking on you in front of an audience of 143 people is rage? I miss the rage. I miss the rage. You deaf angrier, and it's funny. Am I, though? What about my body language and tone of voice makes you think I'm angry? Let's deep dive into this, Tyler. Let's deep dibbledy dive into this. Have you ever been off the internet and seen a fucking angry person? Or are you making the mistake of thinking you're talking to me back in the drunken peasants days like 10 fucking years ago or something? What's going on here? What's the disconnect between me and you, Tyler? Other than the fact that you can't speak, you can't type, you can't spell, and you can't fucking express yourself. That's a big difference. But other than that, where did we go awry, you and I, you know? I know Zoomers think like being firm with them and shutting them down and shitting right in their mouth is like rage. They think that that's a ponage. If you that you can turn anything around by going like, but you're mad though. Such a little zoomy fucking thing. When you were decent, when was that, bud? Not now you're a know-it-all boomer. Okay, cool. So are you leaving then? Or are you gonna hang around and listen to a know-it-all boomer? Or are you on your way out? Is this your like over your shoulder as you're heading for the door? Nah, you're gonna hang out. That's what I thought. Interesting, right? See, if I run across a know-it-all boomer, I typically just kind of like change the channel or watch a different movie or watch a different stream or go watch some Skibbity Toilet or something, right? You'll stay? That's up in the air, my dude. But you ever examine why that is? Are you a sadist or a masochist? Are you into getting publicly humiliated by somebody that's like so far out of your intellectual league that it's kind of sad? Is that how you get your little pee-pee hard, or what? What is it? Have you examined this? Can we take a magnifying glass to this? So you hate me. You think I'm a dumb, retarded, know-it-all boomer, but yet here you are. Have we thought about this? Or is this just something that happens? I mean, if you were like dunking on me, that'd be one thing, but you're actually kind of, I didn't say I hate you. Oh, so you're going to pull this now. So now, here's what's happened, right? The Eye of Sauron hit you. You tried to Skibbity Toilet your way through it, but I'm not an 8th grader, so it didn't work. And now, you're showing your belly. This is the belly show. I didn't say I hate you. I've been through this cycle before. Yeah, I've seen this come and go before. I don't want to see. I don't want to rub your belly. What else you got? You can set that bullshit aside. You're not gonna salvage it with me. So what is the problem? Like, I'm trying to get to the meat of the disagreement here. He said Paul is racing. Fingers are flying on that phone, dude. English class is just going on behind the scenes, right? Paul is racing. Maybe you ought to fucking put your phone down and tune into that English class that's going on right now, homeboy. I don't mean to give you all the fucking advice and stuff, but isn't the English period right around now? Like, I'm thinking like maybe put down the phone and listen to what that teacher's telling you to read. Might help you out, man. Did he go away? I don't think he went away. I think he's just booty burned. He's thrown the best of his fucking Skibbity Toilet at me and I just flushed it. And now he doesn't know what to say or do. Why don't you interact with positive messages? I do all the time. Any other questions? I just happened to want to talk to this one guy because he was very negative and over multiple messages. No, I'm chilling, smoking a bowl. Mom lets you do that in the house? That's kind of chill. You got a chill mom. That's nice. My mom never would let me smoke in the house, but then again, I moved out at 18, so it didn't really matter. That's cool, though. Yeah, my mom was chill like that as long as we took it outside, but never in the house. That's actually extra chill. What else? What else you up to today, man? What's on the agenda at, fuck, man, 10:44 on a Thursday? smoking a bowl, hanging out in the chat of a shitty boomer with nothing to say, and getting fucking absolutely toasted in front of a live audience. What else? Or is that it today? Probably a freezer pizza in there somewhere, I'm guessing. Or is mom gonna make some tuna casserole when she gets home from work? Or some nuggies or something. You got some dino nuggies in the freezer. Does mom let you use the oven, or did you leave it on too many times and now you're banned from it? I'm just wondering. Some chili, no cheese. Well, I work out, okay? Something you can't do. Unfortunately, running on a treadmill and lifting dumbbells does nothing for this muscle, huh? Otherwise, you'd be fucking winning this. So you're a big meathead, okay? Something you can't do. I actually do it. I do yoga 3 times a day. Something you can't do. Yeah, I can't do a run. You got me there, buddy. And now I'm chilling, poking you with a stick. Are you poking me? Or am I poking you? Lol, winning. What a loser. Yeah. If only there was a dumbbell for your brain. Oh, wait, there is. It's called a book. Why do you skip brain day? Looks like you're hitting leg day, chest day, back day, and arm day, but you're skipping brain day. Yoga ain't making you skinnier? I guess I didn't lose 40 pounds the last time I weighed myself then. Anybody else? This is just like reality is poning you guys. Like just the fucking apparency of reality is poning you. I don't even have to be here. This must feel like shit, bro. So when you're doing your fucking planks today and warming up for your benches and your squats and stuff, just remember that you couldn't fucking talk your way out of a paper bag, bro. You could barely communicate. You're a big dumb jock. The world's got plenty of those. What else you got? You could squat me? Come do it then, bitch. Come squat me, big man. You got short king energy. Am I right or wrong? Tell me I'm right. Be honest one time in this conversation. Short king or no? Short king or no? It's okay. We're not going to make fun. Short king or no? You got mad short king energy. Is that what's going on here? Huh? Nah? Oh, got him. Got him. Got him, dude. You're a little fella. I get it. Now I know why you're hanging around. We finally got to it. We finally got to it. He's a wee little lad. It's okay.
There's nothing wrong with being short except your attitude about it.
Yeah. But I mean, you're in here acting like a real fucking, you got little man syndrome, bro, and it stinks all over you. Lol, fighting a ghost now. Yeah, buddy. Ooh, nice recovery. The audience really saw you pull up out of that nosedive there, bud. So you're a short king that never skips leg day, but for his whole life has skipped brain day. And you're in here typing like a monosyllabic retard, hanging around in the chat of a dude that you just called a boomer with nothing to say. You're short as fuck. You're 3 apples high. And you're angry about it. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't make myself 6'2". It just happened. So what's what? Paul is seething. Let me see a little harder. What's what, player? Anything else? Man, it takes you a long time to cook this shit up, too. Slow mode ain't on. Yeah, what's what? Yeah, and you'd be taller if your spine wasn't shaped like a question mark. Sucks, dude. Is that a... Was that a Forrest Gump diss? The doctor says my back's crooked like a question mark, but he said that my magic shoes is gonna make me straight as an arrow. Dude, that's a deep cut. That's the best you've come up with yet, but it was pretty fucking... Queef at me again. Let's see what happens.
This is like a triad troll.
Yeah.
Bouncing around 3 different accounts, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, yeah, if I didn't have a bent back, I'd be head and shoulders taller than you rather than just a full head taller. Paul's a Leo. No, I'm an Aries. You think these accounts are just TJ messing with you? No, TJ doesn't have this type of free time.
TJ can mess with you on the show.
Only somebody with no jibbity jobs got this kind of time on their hands, bro. You will be bigger lol cow than King Cobra JFS after this ponage. Good day, sir. I don't think we can have a conversation.
Yeah.
I'm honestly here for the spectacle, and I'm leaving, lol. You got big guy syndrome. Ooh, that short shit cut deep. I didn't call you short.
I think it's a triad.
Oh, it's the triad. Got it. Yeah.
I think it's
okay, well, let me make sure that you make good on you not coming back. There's that one gone. Where's the third? He's typing like that on purpose. Yeah, I think you give him too much credit. I don't think he can help but type it like that. Well, that was a fun little diversion. Those always go so smooth these days because I feel like kids are just kind of like, oh, I can say mean things to get people mad, and then somebody fucking dunks on them and they're like, ugh. It's like they don't have that fucking second Uno reverse card planned, you know? Adam LaHaye is third. Oh, there he is. Yeah, you're right, because he was the other one who was backing the dude. There we go. The triad has been destroyed. Think about that, dude. Dude has got like a rig where he's emulating 3 instances of Raspberry Pi so that he can emulate 3 phones so that he can type in 3 chats as one person. I want you to think about the life that that person leads outside of the internet and see if you can, like, not cry, honestly. What an empty life. Holy fuck, bro. And this is coming from a lifelong troll. I was trolling truckers on the CB radio in the late 80s. Pre-internet, pre-chat room, pre-4chan. And there was skin in the game, too, because they would find me. And I still did it. They could find your ass back then. You couldn't just be like, you're fit forever. One of them motherfuckers would pull up on you. Skin in the game trolling. None of you motherfuckers do that. None of you motherfuckers are out here like, my name is Nathan Johnson. I live here. Paul's a fat retard. It's always like, Triceratops 99 that says it.
No, I think there's maybe another triad coming back.
That's okay. That's okay. They can stay for a while.
Yeah.
Probably has actual fucking bed sores. Yeah, probably.
Oh no, there's no way it's 3 separate people. It's one dude.
100%. That's what I'm saying. So 3 accounts. Now he's got another 3 shuffled in.
Yeah.
Right on the same setup. 3 at a time. He'll do this all day if I stream all day too. This is what he has, right? Pretty kind of fucking sad, honestly. They could track CB. So yes, a CB. So when you key up on a CB radio, there's a dB meter that tells you how strong someone's signal is, and that gives you a good idea how far away a person is, given equal equipment. Somebody with a small antenna gonna hit harder, or softer than somebody with a big one, right? We had a medium-sized antenna, which makes things even, right? And a guy named Ghost Rider listened to us talk shit all night, and kind of went quiet and kept it. And what he did was he drove in a grid in our little town, and he kept listening to us. Oh, they're getting dimmer. Nope. Oh, they're getting stronger. And over the course of about 2.5 hours, he ended up right out in front of our house. Keyed up for the first time in a couple hours, and his shit went all the way to the max. And he said, "How about the corner of Donald Avenue and 145?" Great phone. Okay, fine. That happened twice to me, right? Where I was tracked down and I didn't stop. You know when I stopped trolling the CB radio? When the FCC pulled me and my mother in and told them that they were going to file federal charges if she didn't confiscate my CB radio. And then told me about all the organized criminals that I was trolling.
Hello.
What was the second time? A guy named Hightower. So the guy, his name was Hightower, and he actually ended up murdering his wife. He parked out in front of my mother's house all night, and I was too afraid to tell my mom because I thought she would fucking take my CB away. So I would peek out my window, and he was just sitting there smoking cigarettes and talking to me all night. When you gonna come out, whiz kid? When you gonna come out, whiz kid? When the FCC pulled me and my mom in, they told her, Hightower is a murderer, and he was parked out in front of your house for hours. Your son is lucky that at that time we were monitoring Hightower due to his organized crime activity. And so we knew where he was, and we were a couple of blocks away monitoring the situation with your son. But had we not been, Hightower could have killed you. You know? And my mother went fucking pale as a ghost. She just thought I was messing around with my friends in there. She didn't even get what we were doing. And we're talking, I'm not talking like local sheriff. I'm talking the FCC. They have my whole name. They knew everybody I was talking to. They were monitoring me for months. Because the people around me, one of them, you can look him up, probably in a fucking database somewhere. Stephen Duckwald, aka the Duck. I talked to this dude for years. Died in prison for molesting his 2 grandsons that went to my school and were my age. You can look him up, Stephen Duckwald. Fuck him. He was the most friendly guy to me. He was one of the guys I stopped trolling because he was always just laughing along with me and saying, I like Whiz Kid. And then you know what he did one day? Got a hold of me on the CB and he said, hey, Wizzy. He used to call me Wizzy. Hey, Wizzy. I figured I don't live too far from where you're at. You could come over to my house and I could show you how to rig up that antenna real nice. And I was like, no, thanks. I knew better. But had I not known better, I'd have got my little fucking butthole de-virginized. Because he was preying on children, and they caught him. That came up in the FCC debriefing as well. This is all pre-internet and all with skin in the game. So don't look at me with the weak troll sauce and think you're going to come in here and impress anybody, bro. I've been doing it longer than you. I've done it bigger than you. I've done it better than you for longer than you've been alive, let alone had hair on your balls. So the point is, don't fuck with me. There's no point. I'm better. I'm smarter. I'm quicker on my feet. I got more practice. I got more years. And I've done it when it mattered. So how do you think I'm going to handle you? Just don't do it. You're better off. Brother, it works because you respond. I just got done telling you I'm a lifelong troll. I don't hate trolls. I'm just warning them. The alpha dog is in the building. And you better start whimpering and grooming me instead of trying to troll me. Because you're never gonna win. You can't. You don't have the toolkit. You don't have the toolkit. The alpha troll is in the room. And the beta trolls are belly showers. I made you show your belly in 5 or 6 responses. I didn't say I hate you, ... You know what happened? I went... And you felt the fucking alpha troll energy, bro. Yeah, groomed. You know, like the social activity that betas do to alpha wolves. They clean them with their teeth. Let me get the fleas. Yes, sir. Just reminding you. They're out there going like, oh my God. They're so serious about it. He said he's the alpha. He's not the alpha. Don't be retards, guys. I just did it to you. I just did it to you. I just showed you I'm better at your game than you.
You ain't winning by him responding.
I know. You're losing. You're actively losing. Usually what you get is like a neutral thing. You troll, people don't respond. Oh, they saw it though. It's like a self-back pat. But when I respond to you, you lose. You lose free time. You lose heart. You lose confidence in your abilities. And you lose the delusion that I give a fuck. You got nothing to gain, just like the beta wolf has nothing to gain from trying to fuck the alpha wolf's woman. Okay? You know it's going to be a scrap in the streets, and you ain't got the fangs, and you ain't got the know-how. I'm a scarred up old grizzled grayback. And you're a pup.
There you go. If you guys want to clip a short, there you go.
That's the one. No. It is true to a certain extent, though. All bravado and funniness and counter-trolling aside, it is true to a certain extent. I don't know why people bother with me sometimes. Because all that shit that I said, as funny as that was all true. I was stalked multiple times by people for trolling them on the CB radio and telling them I was going to fuck their wives and that they were gay and all this stuff, right? Got them so heated that they came and tracked me down. One of them ended up murdering his wife, unrelated. One of them was a predatory pedophile. I had skin in the game, and I knew it. My parents didn't know it, but I knew it. I never told them that these dudes fucking tracked me down. Are you kidding? And then I just moved on from there. When the internet was nascent, so you remember like chat rooms. Immediately, right? Chat rooms. I trolled them. I was in there pretending to be everything and everything under the sun, pretending to be an expert, doing all the shit you're doing now. I was inventing it. All this like, as a black person, I think that this is actually pretty good. You know, that, oh, as a doctor and a graduate student, I think that this is awesome. Double thumbs up. I'm actually writing my thesis about this. And really, I was sitting on my sour, sweaty balls doing nada. So I just know, man, the veil is gone. I know how much free time it takes to make multiple accounts because I done did it. I know how much dedication it takes to troll somebody over years because I done did it. I know the methods because I done invented them. Okay, I was on the forefront of people doing what you're doing, trolls. The forefront. Okay? And I've been doing it way longer, and I'm way smarter and older than you are. Maybe you'll have the benefit of my wisdom when you've done it as long as me. But right now, there's nobody on the planet that has done it longer than me. Nobody. Not one. And that's just the truth. And not to the extent that I've done it. You ever had skin in the game as a troll? You ever put your real name and your fucking identity and your address out there and let somebody come talk about it? And then come back and do it to them again? You ever do that? You and TJ still pals? So I haven't checked in a while. Yes, we do a show together called Deep Fat Fried. You can also check out Onion Nuggets, which is our clips channel. Most of our stuff is behind the paywall now. We have a really big Patreon. Can you troll Vosh? Think about that question. That's an improperly formed question. Ask it again. And I'm not being a dick. Ask it again. That's an improperly formed question. I'm being serious. Ask the right question and you'll get the right answer. If you can't think of it, I know the feeling. I was 6 once. I know what it feels like to be confused about the world and your place in it. And I know that they're not really giving you an education beyond that these days, so I can remember the fear and confusion. I get it.
I'm more bothered by flies than these fucks.
Yeah. Well, they like you better than they like me.
Yeah.
Mosquitoes, too. You get bit, and I don't. I just smell like a sour fucking meal, I think.
Yeah.
And you smell sweet, like a flower. Vosh trolled Paul with the finance yourself better. Did I? Or did I troll him into getting so mad that he made a bourgeois joke that made him look really bad? Even his fucking fan base admits it. That's a perspective question, isn't it? Did I get him heated up enough to say what he really felt about poor people? Or did he troll me?
You had the inception response.
Uh-oh.
Response to the response.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. The Shyamalan twist just dropped for a lot of empty-headed buffoons in the chat. Yeah. Oops. Manage your fucking lolicon better. Manage your horse porn better. My dude. Can I say something to you that I cribbed from a movie? Okay, I cribbed this, and it's a really wise quote from Training Day. This shit is chess, it ain't checkers. I'll say it again. This shit is chess, it ain't checkers. Do you know what that means? This is not a child's game. This is a man's game. This is a game that it takes years and years of careful study to play properly, and I'm sorry you just don't have it. Is that my eyeglasses person on the phone?
No, it was your CPAP supply company. I got your stuff.
Oh, we got the reorder? Thank you. Because I recognized the phone number, but I didn't want to answer it in the middle of my shit.
Yeah, it was just...
Okay, good. Can't believe Vosh would really put forth the idea that anyone would believe he wants to be the horse instead of getting fucked by the horse. I mean, whatever. Maybe he does want to be the horse. I'm not really looking to... I make jokes about Vosh's proclivities because he's the one that put it under my nose. I didn't, right? But I'm not looking to cancel him for that. I want to cancel him because he's a turbo lib with no prescriptions for the future. And he's corralling his young audience into more cyclical vote blue no matter who nonsense. And the world's literally burning. And that's why I oppose Vosh. Okay, I don't oppose him because he's a lolicon guy. I think that's creepy. I don't really like that. But I don't think it makes him something. I don't think what he jerks to is really my fucking business, other than to joke about. I will joke about it incessantly and forever. I will make whinnying noises. I will make goblin short stab. That, dude, I gotta tell you guys, can I be real with you guys for 1 second and then we'll go back to the conversation because I'm not trying to move it on to Vosh. I really don't want to. I've got to say to you guys, dude, I've been around. You guys know this, right? I just got done telling you, I've been around the internet. I've been around the YouTube game for longer than most people, okay? You got to give me that. If you give me nothing else, even the trolls, I want you to listen, okay? I've seen some crazy shit, dude. I was a participant in the Duty Stain Challenge. The only time it's ever been done on YouTube and ever will be. I was the winner of the Wheel of Torture, YouTube's first and only BDSM fucking game show, and I killed it. Okay? I've done some wild shit. Okay, I was in the room 5 feet from Onision, okay? That dude's creepy as fuck. I've met some wild people, and I've heard some wild fucking shit fly out of people's mouths in the vlogging, blogging, you know how as it's evolved, now it's the bread tube in the fucking YouTube sphere, all right? When he said, and I don't want to, so please correct me, okay? Please correct me. When he's, because I don't want to misquote, I don't have it in front of me, but when he said, you know, honestly, my dudes, I looked at that image again, and I think what I thought was like it was goblin porn, like she was a goblin short stack. When he said that, my brain went, and it like went into recovery mode, and it started scanning through my internet history like, has anyone ever said anything that fucking retarded? Show me a starving person, amazing atheist. Situation. No matches found. What the fuck? What the fuck? I can't believe he said it. It's unbelievable that he's so detached from reality that he said that and thought people were going to go, oh, you thought that Japanese kid porn that you had on your computer was a goblin short stack. Oh, we're cool with that, everybody, right? It's like he's off in a world that's so solipsistic that the reality just doesn't even impinge. That's the craziest shit I've ever heard somebody say in defense of being called out for some kind of immorality. And I've heard some crazy shit, bro. Crazy shit. I've never heard anything on the level of, I thought the child porn was a goblin short stack. Never heard it. That's a thing. That's a new one on me, bro. Brand spanking fucking new. The most shocking and in-depth and revealing thing Bosch has ever said. It's weird. And it's inexplicably weird. That damage control worked too? Of course it did. Because he's got a bunch of sycophants. He doesn't have fans. He's sycophants. He has people that would, like, if he murdered somebody in cold blood in front of them, they'd be like, actually, if you think about the ontological basis for the murder, it doesn't become murder. It becomes an act of revolutionary left libertarianism, my dude. They're fucking broke over there, dude. Their brains are like...
They're like MAGA.
Yeah. They're like MAGAs. They're blue MAGA. They really are. That's a thing, by the way. Blue MAGA, these are the people that are fucking like, but orange mad bad, though. Riding with Biden still, even though I hate what he's doing in Gaza and I wish he would stop. But riding with Biden unironically. That's blue MAGA. That's blue MAGA. And he's that. It's crazy, dude. The cognitive dissonance, the disconnect from like any kind of... You can tell he doesn't socialize much outside of the internet. Because if you said that in a group of people, like, yes, I had child porn on my computer, or at least drawn child porn from Japanese tradition. But I thought everybody at the table that it was goblin short stack porn. And everybody just goes, oh, understandable. We all are, you know what I mean?
The only other
How detached from fucking reality do you have to be to do that? Because he did that. He did the internet version of that. He set up the fucking table. He invited us all to it. And he went, my guys, I looked at some of this stuff that I just got called out for. And upon reflection, I thought in the moment it was goblin short stack. And he expected us all to go like... And you know what? His fans did. The Nazis at the table all went, Jawohl! Out of fear.
You know the only other place that conversation would work?
Where?
Hollywood.
Or 4chan. The bowels of 4chan or Hollywood. Yeah, you're right.
Because I'm sure Hollywood fucking execs have fucking conversations like that.
We've seen enough documentaries to know what they like, right?
Yeah.
Like we didn't see the pictures. And he gaslit his whole audience, and they were more than willing to go along with it because that's the path of least resistance. Oh, Vosh still gets to be right after getting caught with his pants around his ankles, looking at stuff that he has decried publicly. He's not a grifter though, because reasons. Because Goblin short stack. So now I can still be right. Vosh, vote blue. That's what they've done. They're broken. They're too young. They're too dumb. They're too illiterate media wise. This dude's media takes. Dude, in the 90s, if this had existed and this dude had been giving media takes like he has, music is for losers, dude. There's nothing about me. Dude, he would have been fucking lynched off the internet. He would have been canceled or whatever the version of the 90s version of that would be. More than likely just left in obscurity. The fact that he's doing that and uploading shorts and getting like updoots on that, my dude, this guy is fucking a freak, bro. And he's got a bunch of young people that think he's like the Vanguard or some shit. And he's a weirdo. And when you peel back the layers of aesthetic, the lolicon, the alpaca sweater, the Oliver Peoples octagon glasses, the $10,000 fucking pair of pants with the Gucci belt, right? When you peel all that off, you've got a liberal. A literal, do nothing, vote blue, and then we'll work on it. Oops, we didn't work on it. Vote blue again, liberal. Am I wrong? Do nothing, say everything. Do nothing, say anything. That's a great fucking summation of Vosh's fucking opinions because they change. They change. One day it's, we've all been going through our computers, my dude, and jerked off, and then we look back through our history and we go, ooh, shit, that was a little young. He went from that to, if you look at Lolicon, you're a pedophile, to getting caught with Lolicon. And there are still people going like, he's based, though? Goblin short stack? These people are broken, bro. Paul's a fascist because he won't vote for Biden. Biden's a fascist. That makes sense. That's based. That's pretty based. I love how that pussy sicked his bitch ass community on me too. Who he's like, I just want to let you guys know, by the way, unironically, my dudes, dudettes, and indies, my dudes, unironically, I'm okay with you calling him a de facto fascist. Okay, you know what that means? You know what that coded language means? Go bother him on his stuff. Go troll him and tell him he's a fascist over there. A pussy. These people are brain broken, dude, and all I can do is tell them how it is. These motherfuckers that came in here thinking they were going to troll me got trolled. Because they're young whippersnappers, man, and I'm an old fucking silverback, bro. I'm the king of the jungle right now. When I die, you can take up the mantle, but it's going to take practice. Because if you think Paul Wrong Lamau and spelling UR with the literal letters UR is going to do it to me, bro, it ain't. Does TJ still like Vosh? I asked him that question on fucking Sloppy Seconds last night, and he said, I still think he's a smart guy. I don't want to misquote him, so you can go check, but I'm getting as close as I can. I still think he's a smart guy, but I think this vote blue shit is retarded, and I think that he has made a huge mistake and miscalculation. So you can ask TJ for further elaboration, or go watch it even better. Go watch what he said, because that's a summation. Are you the guy from Orange County Customs? I wish. That guy's like a fucking multi-millionaire with a TV show and shit. No, I'm just a nerd on the internet. Hey, Baldy, I have advice for a 22-year-old getting an English literature MA and wants to teach. I wish I could, but man, I lost the heart for teaching. That was my first kind of stab at college. And I got a full ride scholarship to Fresno State University in theater arts with an emphasis on getting my teaching degree and an emphasis on high school education in theater arts. And I never got there, man. I never got there. So I don't want to give you a bunch of fucking advice that I don't really know much about, to be honest with you. I'm just being real with you. No, it isn't over and done, man. We need teachers more than ever. Don't say that, man. It isn't over and done. I know maybe you're just being flippant, nobody, but please, dude, it is not over and done. We need good teachers now more than ever. Because I'm being honest with you, the troll guys in here that couldn't type, couldn't spell, like, that's what we're churning out. Those were young men, probably between the ages of probably like 16 and 21, I would guess. And those people need help. And teachers are what helped me. I wouldn't have near the vocabulary I have, and I certainly wouldn't have the theatricality I have if I hadn't run into a bunch of key teachers. So please don't say that, man.
You just have to be, like, a really strong person to get through the bullshit now.
Yes. And there are good ones, man. I
Yeah.
used to work in the school district, beleaguered. A lot of mediocre teachers, a couple of bad ones in every school, and then a couple of real ones that just shine. There was a woman, I don't want to say her name because I don't want to dox anybody. She worked at an elementary school that I worked at, Washington Elementary in Madera. And she was a long-time teacher. She'd been teaching since I was a kid. So an old lady, right? Not ancient, but old.
Yeah.
And I would do these, I was a tech guy at the school, and I would do all the trainings. And so after the training, I remember one time I said, all right, any questions? And nobody really raised their hand right away. And so I said, okay, thank you guys. And they came up and said thanks, but everybody just kind of had shit to do. And they left. She stayed. And she was like, I had a few questions, but I didn't want to hold everybody up. I said, okay. I stayed with her for hours. She wanted to help her children. And I gave that woman my personal phone number, which I was not supposed to do. But I said, please don't share this with other teachers, but I want you to call me. You don't got to go through the help desk. It will help me out if you put it in the help desk, but I understand sometimes you need it now. Call me, because I'll be here. And I did as right as I could by those good teachers that were really into it. On my end, I was not a teacher. I was a technology guy. And so I had a handful of teachers who had my personal line and could call me. And everybody else went through the email and help desk system because, you know what, if you don't put in the effort, I don't have time to put in the effort. I've got 3 schools, right? But I helped those teachers as much as I could. I did everything I could to make sure that that technology was working every day for all teachers. But they got the fucking phone number, right? Paul, how would you teach today? I wouldn't. Like I said, I lost my passion for it. I don't think I got the temperament. People will argue with me about that, and I'm like, I used to go like, oh, maybe you're right. I'm old enough now, dude. I know myself, okay, guys? And that's not me being depressive. You think I would be a good teacher. I wouldn't. I'm a hothead, okay? You need an even keel to be a teacher, and I'm not the most even-keeled individual. I'm a little bit of a hothead. That's a bad trait to walk into teaching with, and I'm fighting against it. Like, I'm not letting it own me, and I'm not making it an excuse in my life. If you guys have been watching me, you know I've been really trying hard to clean up my act when it comes to the salty outburst shit and not be as mean and mad. And so that's an ongoing thing with me, but I've done a lot of work to get to the point I'm at. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to front. It's been hard work. Gen Alpha would stress you out. It does. I talk to them every day. Hey, glad to be able to chat now. Love the streams for years. Totally agree with your pro teacher thread. Crucial for society, my bruv. Yeah, agree, Martin. Thanks for the fucking shout out. I appreciate it. Is that Paul's ego? It is. How are you, my friend? Has it been a while? If so, make sure you fucking subscribe because I do these pretty fucking often, man. And check out Deep Fat Fried and Onion Nuggets. Me and TJ work together still. Come on. Get back on the bus, man. We're pretty based. Black Pill Warrior. I don't know what that means. I've not seen this dude in years. Cool. Well, now you're seeing me, homie. The problem is the paper packet curriculum. Yeah, I don't want to get into... I can't do another rant right now, guys. I'm a little sweaty out here, and I don't want to get worked up again, but yes, you're right. The No Child Left Behind, which morphed and mutated into an even worse piece of legislation that was pushed by Obama called Common Core, ruined the school system. what was left of it. It was already under siege, and that ruined it. And now children are being graduated as functional illiterates. And when I say functional illiterates, I think sometimes people don't know what I mean. Functional illiterate doesn't mean you can't read. Functional illiterate means you can't read good. When you say functional illiterate, it means a person that can go video streaming, but they can't read a passage and tell you what the author's intent was. That's comprehension. That's functional illiteracy. And that's just a fact. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not saying anybody in here is that. Except for those trolls earlier, they were that. But functional illiteracy means you have communication problems. You can't comprehend a book. You can't read a page and then write a summation of it in your own words. You can't really write much at all. Your communication is very short and quick and unpunctuated and slapdash. And it stunts you as a person. It makes it hard for you to have a conversation, even with me. And I'm not a genius guy. My IQ's been tested. If you believe in that sort of shit, I'm median, man. I'm not a genius. I'm not extra dodextra smart. And it puts you beneath me in reading comprehension and your ability to process the world, because that's really fundamental. Your language center is how you process the world. I mean, literature is often left up to interpretation. I don't know that I'd go so far as to imply functional illiteracy to someone because of their interpretation. No. That's not what I said, Johnny. That's not what I said. There's no right interpretation. I'm saying they can't do it. You can't hand them a paragraph and they can't interpret it. They can't give you anything that sounds like a cogent opinion about it. They have to go, I don't know, the dog got buried. That's what I meant. It's not like, they can't go like, I think it's about death because the dog dies, right? They can't even do that. They go, I don't know, guy digs a hole. What is he digging the hole for? His dog? Why? Because dog died? What do you think the story's about? A dog? No, you know what I mean? That's what it's like. I've had these conversations, guys. I'm not making that up. And if you go to teachers' fucking forums and subreddits and shit, they're all saying the same stuff. People can't talk about what they've read. People can't watch a movie on anything other than surface level anymore. That's why there's so much schlock coming out of Hollywood. High budget shit with plots that a 5-year-old can digest and often do. And that's everybody's favorite shit now. You know why that is? Because a movie that challenges you to think makes those people angry. They go, it's boring. That movie was boring. Captain America didn't even show up and throw his shield. I like Captain America. Nuh-uh, I like Thanos. He has a glove. It has gems on it. Nuh-uh, Iron Man's the best because he's funny and he also has jetpack. That's functional illiteracy. It's not just reading. It's writing, it's comprehension, it's the ability to look at media. Listen to a song. Throw a song on with a bunch of lyrics. What was that song about? I don't know. No, but what was he talking about? I don't know. He said he was in he's in a bar, I think is what he said. I got bored. I don't know. I tuned it out. That's media illiteracy, and it's on the rise, especially in Gen Alpha, but a lot of you fucking Zoomers and a lot of millennials are in that same boat. They grew up with too much. So no one told you media was gonna be tough to see. So here's a show called Friends about nothing you see. It's easily digestible bullshit. It's a bunch of bullshit schlock that doesn't mean nothing for nitwits. Watch this stupid show. It broke people's brains, bro. It broke people's brains. And that's what it's been for like 30 years. And the end result is like those trolls that were in here earlier. Or some of you. I'm not pointing any fingers, but some of yous. Do you read? I read all the time. I read constantly. I'm constantly reading at least a book. At least a book. So, yes, I read. Like right now, I'm finishing my second read through at night of The Three Body Problem. Are you Christian? No, I'm not, but my family is, and I was raised as such. There's a lot of people freak out now when you try and talk about media critically instead of just consuming it and saying, that was good. I liked it when Superman flies. Nuh-uh, it looks dumb when Superman flies. I liked it when Superman put laser beams out of his eyes. Nuh-uh, that looks dumb. Media critique in the modern age. And it's sad because I want to have conversations with you guys about stuff, but I feel like not all of you. You know, some present company excluded. It really, no, it gets dumb though, dude. I'm not trying to fucking, you saying chill, but I'm chill. I'm just performative, guy. I'm just telling you how it sounds to somebody that knows how to think about a book, talk about a movie. It sounds like you're fucking 6 years old and you just watched a cartoon. And in fact, I hate to do this. This is going to drive you guys nuts. A lot of you are still watching cartoons that are made for 10-year-olds. And you're memeing about it and you're talking about it all day, and it's kind of weird, guys. Do you ever think that might be because it's easy? You ever wonder why I'm not constantly going, Ninja Turtles? That's what I was into when I was 6. You ever wonder why I'm not called Paul Leonardo? And I don't have like an anime turtle for my avatar, and I'm not constantly going, it's like Ninja Turtles. How do you guys think you sound when you're like, you know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of that Pokemon episode when Ash got in a fight with Pikachu, but then they got back together. And what am I supposed to do with that? An adult is saying that to me, not a child. If it was my niece, I'd be like, cool. But a 20-year-old? Boomer Paul, stop. No, dude. You're uncomfortable about this because I'm hitting the bone. I'm not gonna stop. People from my generation don't run around talking about the Ninja Turtles all the time. By my 20s, I was out slaying pussy and listening to good music. What were you doing? Talking about Pokemon. We didn't. No shot, they still watch. I didn't say they still don't watch it. Every once in a while, I'll go back and watch fucking like X-Men from the 90s. I'll watch an episode of it. Oh, that was cool. Or Inspector Gadget or something. I just don't have it as my avatar. Have a t-shirt of it. Have my room decorated in fucking high-end wall scrolls of it. I don't worship it. I don't hump a fucking body pillow of it. And I certainly don't use it in my fucking everyday life to talk about or use as an analogy. Meanwhile, you guys are humping a pillow with Misty on it. Everything in your life is filtered through which Pokemon is your favorite. You're still watching all the youthful childhood things. Ed, Edd n Eddy. Fucking Fairly Odd Parents, bro. And you're in your 20s and you're starting to get into your 30s. And dude, it's starting to get sad and weird because you can't talk to adults at all. Adults will go like, what did you think about this? It's like that Ben 10, man, where Ben 10 meets the octopoids and he becomes an octopoid, but then you realize that the octopoids are actually nice. And you're like, huh? Huh? Stop projecting? Huh? Is that your comeback? Is that the attempt? Stop projecting on who? What am I projecting? This is projection. My generation did not talk about Ninja Turtles into our 40s. Your generation does. How's that projection? Oh, wait. Come on. Tick tock, tick tock, tick. It is a troll, but I'm engaging them on their ground. They never have an answer. You're describing yourself, dude. Good one. Good one. See? Dunces. This is media illiteracy. This is a dude that's like, I'm gonna get his goat. But he doesn't have 2 fucking synapses firing up here because he never read a book. You predicting. He learned from a smart person or from a TV show, probably like Grey's Anatomy or some shit. what projection means from a base psychological standpoint. And that's his ponage. Explain your shirt. This is Carole King. This is Home Again. This is her 1971 tour shirt. Carole King, probably best known for the song Too Late. It's Too Late. It's too late, baby, now. It's too late. My mom used to play her records all the time when I was a kid. Me and my sister still love her. She's on all my playlists. It's a cartoon shirt. This is Carole King. She's a real woman. She's a singer, songwriter. That's not a cartoon. Excuse me, next. Do you see a cartoon on there? It's not a cartoon. It's Carole King. What the fuck? Is that your ponage? I think you're gonna probably have to leave because that one was real dumb. That one was real dumb. Are you gonna keep trying that one or are you gonna go get on an alt? I'm gonna guess alt. That one was real dumb. That's a picture of a real woman, my dude. Paul's obsessed with Hollywood. Next alt. That was a real... See what I mean, though? It's like object lesson, right? I just got done telling you that this generation has a hard time keeping up with a dude of medium intelligence, like average intelligence from my generation. And then one comes in and goes, you wearing a cartoon shirt, when I got a picture of Carole King. Explain your shirt. Whew. That's powerful dumb. And that's a lot of you too. Maybe to different levels, but like a lot of you. And it's not really your fault all the way. Can't keep up. Can't do it. Too slow, too derp, too distracted, too failed by your parents and your teachers and the whole system. And it's left you stunted. Just a lack of fucking like punctuation and capitalization, just like basic shit that you learn in 4th grade is gone. And you're just like, it's quicker. And it's like, yeah, it's quicker to write like a caveman, but why do it? Why I do it? What people think when I use no punctuation, no capitals, and misspell 9 things, LOL, LMAO, 8 acronyms. Kind of sad, guys. I learned how to use a period and an exclamation point and a question mark and what needs to be, how to capitalize the beginning of a sentence in a proper noun in like 4th grade, 3rd grade. I had it mastered. Run-on sentences too. Hey Paul, what do you think about Skibbity Toilet? Because I was thinking about the last time you were on DP. You said that Billy the Fridge pissed on you, but he didn't. Skibbity Toilet, there's a piss thing. Do you know what that's about? I was just wondering. LOL, LMAO, sorry, I'm stoned. It's like, are you okay? And I'm not even fucking, it's like, huh? I don't know how to spell and that's cool, LMLO. Oh. Okay, buddy. Okay, little buddy. Hey, look, I think I saw a Pokemon. Will we? Which one was it? Was it a grass Pokemon or was it a water Pokemon? Anyway, guys, politics, anybody? Oh, it's okay, little Jimmy. Is it a grass? It's a grass. How old is little Jimmy again? 30. 30. Paul, do you identify with the owl as your spirit animal? No. Your generation won't let go of your childhood either. That's why we got more Ninja Turtles. No. They're throwing nostalgia at me. Trust me, they're going to do it to you even harder. Because you motherfuckers are already lapping it up. Oh, Pokemon! New Pokemon game came out, guys, with the simplest gameplay loop ever. How's it differ from the last one? It doesn't. You wander around, catch Pokemon. Casting on them, you win. How much does it cost? $78. What did you? So you bought it? I bought both versions, and I bought the special edition. You're already getting it. They make Powder Puff Girls again. That show was great. I always understand that show. I go buy it. Powder Puff Girls was actually unironically good. Nostalgia is bad. I know it's hard to hear. Nostalgia? That's a troll. That's a troll. That's an intentional misspelling. You can't. Nostalgia. Okay, I get it. 1 point for you. You got me. I almost corrected you. You got me. That guy's okay. You got a little brain in your head. We finally got to the bottom of the troll barrel, and we found one that's got a brain cell that's firing on a synapse somewhere. You know, psst, psst. He's like, huh. Got me. Power played. It's not about watching it though, Mike. You said you know an old man that still watches Looney Tunes. I just got done telling you every once in a while I'll go like, dude, I'm gonna check out Inspector Gadget. I'm gonna check out He-Man. And I watch a couple episodes and I go, huh, that was kind of fun. It's not about watching it. It's about like, I trade Pokemon cards. How old are you? 44. Have you ever had sex? No. That's different, bro. That's way different than an old man at the end of his life like, I'd like to watch some of the cartoons of my youth. And you as a 22-year-old going, nuh-uh, grass Pokemon beats fire Pokemon every time because they have Windblade 2. Windblade 2 does 30 points of damage. Nuh-uh. It's like 30-year-olds, bro, in public. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Go, go, Power Rangers. You know what this is like? I know what politics is like. Politics is like when the Yellow Ranger, when they left the team and they couldn't put Zordon together. You remember they tried to make Megazord, but they couldn't make Megazord. You don't have one leg. And then she came at the end. And it's like, that's why we gotta vote blue. Cause we can't let Megazord have one leg. Can I get a base? Okay, Paul. I know, dude. I know it cuts to the bone, but are you making fun of me? I sound like that because you sound like you've never been outside, and that's not an affectation. That's just a lifestyle.
I'm gonna get dressed and get some more smokes.
Oh, okay, baby. All right, I love you.
Love you too.
Super Mario Brothers movie was good. Yeah, I like Super Mario too. I like when he dumped on the Goomba. I like when Koopa sang that song. I like when Koopa sang the song. I'm a 30-year-old man. I like when Koopa sang the song. Super Mario good. Okay. Cool beans, buddy. All right, little buddy. Have fun playing in the sandbox. Subscribed. Cool. Welcome. I didn't do this to you guys. I'm just pointing it out, man. I know it's hard to look in the mirror, and I know that you're really trained not to. You're trained to look for Pokemons. But hearing it described from an adult that pays bills and stuff has got to cut right to the bone because it is weird, guys. I'm just trying to help you. Like, I'm making fun. I know I'm being mean, but I'm trying to help you. I really am, dude. I don't want you to be 30-year-old virgins still fucking trading Pokemon cards with each other and not being able to read a book that wasn't written for somebody over the age of 10. I don't want you to lose yourself in your vidya. You can play it. I play vidya. But I also read a book every once in a while, and I get out and I talk to people face to face and stuff, and you need to do that. Paul's concerned trolling, good call out. I am. But there's some sincerity to it. I'm not really concerned. I don't really care about you, any of you individually. But I would like it if when I did these, it wasn't so dumb. If it was a little bit smarter, it would be a lot more fun to have conversations. So if you guys could read, it would be cool. Paul should lay off the weed before he talks shit. Good one. Good one. Roasted. Back in the 2010s, the Pokemon Go came out. I was so embarrassed by adults going around playing the game. I was 25 at the time, and people decades older than me was almost ecstatic to go find a Charizard. Yeah, I know, dude. Trust me, I was there. I saw it too. I saw fucking like 21-year-old people wearing fucking dorky shit, wandering around in like parks going like, I caught a Charizard, like they were 6. And I was like, oh my God, dude, are these... I really thought that, like, at first, because I didn't know Pokemon Go, I thought it was a group of, like, autistic adults that had escaped their caregiver. But then I just realized, no, that's what 20-year-olds are doing. And I'm like, oh, that's not good. What's the answer then? Read a book. Listen to your teacher. Get an education if you can. Resist the temptation to retreat to your childhood. Resist the temptation to retreat into childhood fantasy and face the world and learn how to navigate it and talk to adults in it. I know it's boring. That's what I said. When you try and talk to kids, what did I say earlier? You can quote me right from the stream. When you try and talk to some of these kids, all you will get out of them is boring, because they're not used to the stimulation factor being at a median conversational level. They're used to bang, boom, pow, Pokemon. And if I'm not that, they're not watching me. See? That was my point. It's kind of illustrated yet again in the chat in real time. The lesson couldn't be more stark and couldn't be more obvious. Yeah, because it's boring, see? And on it goes. And where it stops, nobody knows. It's boring because it's boring. What scathing critique. If only you weren't shackled here. Oh wait, you're not. Can you sub? Yeah, you can. Go ahead and sub. What about gamers? Gamers are cool. I'm a gamer. I play a lot of games. Dude, I've been playing games my whole life, literally. I started video gaming in 1986 on a Commodore 64 128. I played Defenders, I played Mail Order Monsters, I played Cave of the Word Wizard, I played a bunch of classic stuff, Forbidden Forest, Return to the Forbidden Forest 3, all the old King's Quest games, the Sierra stuff, all the way through the NES era, the Genesis era. I kind of skipped over the SNES, I had a Genesis. Sega CD, got a PS1, PS2, Xbox 360. I've had all of it. I'm a gamer guy. I have a gaming PC in there at top end. You excuse your own interests? No, I don't. I'm just saying, I've had a whole conversation with you today and not reference one video game I'm playing. That's my point. My whole politics isn't wrapped around Pokemon. So I'm going to reiterate it again because I know you guys need repetition to actually have it sink in. That's one of the things that the teachers are saying. I'm not saying watching it is bad. You want to watch Pokemon? Cool. Just don't bring it up like a topic that adults are going to want to hear about, because we don't. It doesn't make any sense in any context other than your childhood fantasy time. So when I'm feeling like just turning my brain off, I go play Vidya. What are you reading right now? I'm on my second read through of The Three Body Problem. I just finished up Dark Forest last night, and I'm starting Death's End. What are you reading? Right before I did that, I finished up a read-through of SPQR by Mary Beard. That's a historical account of the Roman Empire. Right before that, I mean, I could go on, dude. Paul, you play any anime games? I don't. No, not at the moment. I love games, but they're a waste of time, so you gotta moderate them heavily. Yeah, they are. And with that, dude, it's fucking hot. Summer is upon me. I gotta go. I'm sweaty. See you next time. Bye.